Blah 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 blah. No 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 no. No 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 no. No 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 no. No 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 no. No 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 no. It all started with a kid from North Korea. Yeah, that Miss Lane hitting us. To be honest, right?
Oh, so you're gonna put my intro two times that I
Bro,
did.
we
It's a,
finna
a
have like
nice
five
setup, bro.
intros. We finna have like five intros in the video. And be honest,
Fuck.
it's an
Alright.
intro into the intro. It's an intro.
Season one, episode one, guys ain't starting so well. Alright, cut. I bet. Hey, yo, what's up, guys? We're here over here with the first episode of the podcast.
You heard?
I'm over here back at it again with my boy, Little D Roberts. You know him really well
You
from
already
that
know.
pilot episode. That's
You already
obviously in
know.
my
We are
channel.
here.
And
We already know.
today we're introducing our third member, our third official member, Calvin the Bastard.
Little
Introduce
C.
yourself.
Little C in the building.
What's up?
And it took
What's
you so
up?
long just to say what's up to
What's
that.
up?
I bet.
What's up? Really? You ain't finna say nothing else? Like where you from? How old you are?
What's up?
Alright, okay.
And this, guys, is why we missed him last week.
Okay.
Fuck him. He's a piece of shit. He missed on last week
Yeah,
on purpose, and
he
then he
missed the
proceeds to
podcast
hit
last
on
week.
my fucking pilot episode. But it's whatever.
Crazy.
Today's topic. What's gonna be our topic, Dylan?
We're talking about
UFOs.
UFOs. UFOs and
UFOs?
paranormal. Paranormal activity.
Paranormal. So this episode is going to be about the spooky stuff, huh?
Yeah. It's a
I
real big
bet.
topic. We can get to everything, but we finna get to the big stuff, you feel me?
So this is officially season one, episode one,
Yes.
and we're going to be talking about paranormal. We're going to start it off strong, boys, strong, and
Yeah.
we're going to do this how many times in a week, or
We
how
finna
many?
record like our big episodes every Saturday and Sunday. And then we finna have like smaller ones, like smaller shows, I guess, throughout the week. You know what I mean?
Sadly, yes, because I'm obviously not available through the weekend or through the week, and like I'm only available like twice or
Yeah.
something.
So like the
You know,
shows are finna
should be
have,
rough.
yeah, the show's finna have like only two of us in it, and then the big podcast can have three of us or more of us in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's
So
start
we
with
hope you guys enjoy this episode. Give subscribe and give it a video. Give a video a thumbs up, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy and stay with our conversations. Hopefully it doesn't bore you.
alright, we finna show. Alright, the first question. Advanced in this earth? Boom.
What? Advanced on this earth?
Bro, I'm trying to say like are we the only ones like living on this earth?
Yes.
What about
Well, I
animals,
mean,
Calvin?
advanced. Yeah. Animals aren't advanced enough. They
I'll
can't be
answer his
breathing
own
to each
fucking
other's body.
question.
Alright, we finna just make the question simple. Okay. Do you believe we're the only ones in this universe? Boom.
No.
Probably some sexy alien bitches out there, bro, that we don't know of. But they're
That is
gonna start
gross.
coming soon. What the fuck you mean that's gross, bro? What do you mean that's
That's
gross?
gross. That's
Explain why. Explain why,
interspecies.
bro.
Nah, man. That's interspecies relationship. That's gross, bro.
How is that
What about an
gross?
alien hybrid with the human, bro?
No. I don't want to imagine that.
Kevin,
That's
how
Yo,
about
weird.
Beauty and the
what about
Baby?
those reptile humans?
Reptile humans. Ew, no.
Man, it's already gonna be a shit episode. Alright.
I
So what were you saying, Dylan?
we finna start the first question again. I right here. Do you believe we're the only ones in this universe?
No.
No, I don't believe so.
You guys gotta say why. You can't just say no. Calvin over here like, no. No. Why?
Great.
All right. Why? Okay, well, because think about it. This whole entire universe has a whole lot of galaxies and planets. Okay? We have only managed to like what? We only know like our only like the solar system's like what 8 to 9 planets or 7 planets. We don't know what's beyond our solar system. Hell, for all we know, we don't even know if we're the only ones in our solar system. There could be aliens on Mars or something. You never know.
I don't know.
You know, Dylan, that's how you sounded last week when you were talking about
No,
Halo.
ain't no way.
Exactly like
Ain't
that.
no
I
way.
told you, bro.
Ain't no way.
That's how you sounded like. That's why I
Ain't
got
no
mad and
way.
said you sounded like a fucking professor, bro.
Alright, alright, Calvin. So, what do you think is out there then? Like chickens,
Aliens.
aliens? What do you consider aliens? Like
Yeah,
green
extra,
Martians?
extra. Uh, I mean, I guess you can say Green Martians. I mean, it's like your imagination. Just think of anything that you can. I don't know. Aliens, man. You
Yeah,
just
Dylan. To answer your question, I
extraterrestrial.
believe xenomorphs are real.
What you said?
Yeah, I believe xenomorphs are real. You know what a xenomorph is?
Nope.
In
Explain.
the movie.
From the movie Alien. You know that movie from Aliens versus Predator, bro?
Yeah.
I believe there in somewhere in the universe there's a real life xenomorph ready to come over here to Earth and
There
invade
could
us,
be.
bro.
I guess.
Maybe.
Don't you
There
Yeah,
could
think
but
be.
for
maybe
real,
There could be
maybe
xenomorphs.
we're
There could be
aliens to
Martians.
them also? You guys ever think of it like that?
Yes.
Could be like that. And maybe they don't
Yeah, of
maybe they
course.
do see us, but like aliens or whatever, maybe they do see us, but they don't want to interact with us because we're more advanced than them. You guys think that?
Probably.
You think we're more advanced than them, William?
fucking no, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? If they're able to spy us without us noticing about, without us noticing that aliens are spying us, fuck no, we're not advanced, bro. What the fuck?
But
For
maybe they
them, we're fucking creatures, bro.
whoever said they're spying on us.
They're spying us, bro.
Well, we don't know
How
that.
come we didn't know about them, but they know about us, bro? What is that
We
called, bro?
Well, because
That's called spying.
Exactly.
maybe we don't have like the technology to get to where they are, but we know of their acknowledgement. And but their planet has the elements to get to us. You feel me? So it's not to say they're smarter than us, but their planet has the technology and elements to reach us. We just can't reach them.
So, so they're smarter than us.
That doesn't mean they're smarter than us. Their planet has the resources and our planet doesn't. That doesn't mean they're smarter than us.
Dylan, let me ask you a question.
Oh my gosh. Go ahead.
Let me ask you a
Go
question.
ahead. Go ahead.
If you're saying that, Dylan, let me ask you a question.
Oh my gosh. Go ahead.
Let me ask you a
Go
question.
ahead. Go ahead.
If you're saying that their planet has more resources than us, and humans took a while for us to build with these resources that we have, shit, we're just discovering about new shit that we could use to like help us like expand, bro. But these motherfuckers over there already know all about their fucking planet, got all the data research done, finished, and they're able to see through fucking miles and miles and light ways away us, and you're saying that they're not smarter than us, even though they're able to
I'm just
see us
saying it's
from
a
across the
theory. Like
fucking universe.
we probably could, go planets that are light years away, right? We probably could if we had the material to do so, but we do not. Maybe in a couple of years we develop, like in years and years to come, we develop it. Somehow we could grab, the materials to do it, but for now we can't. So maybe like they have their planet has those resources, but we don't have it. So they could do it, but we can't. How does that make them smarter than us? Let's go to the next question. Do you think there's another Earth that? Do you think there's another Earth where like humans are at the top of the food chain?
Dylan, are you
Another
saying
Earth,
What you said?
another Earth?
Yeah,
Another Earth,
like
Dylan?
like like
Multiverse?
another
like
like another
another
planet,
planet. If there's
like
another
another.
planet where
Uh
humans are
huh.
at the top of the food chain, like
Uh,
humans run stuff.
We are at the top of the
no.
food
Yeah,
chain, bro.
in our planet. But is there? You think there's another
I
planet
don't
in another universe where humans are at the top of it?
I don't think so.
You don't
No,
think so? I'm gonna give you
I
this.
don't
I'm
think
gonna, I'm
so.
gonna give you the story. So, like back in the day, right? Scientists discovered like something happened. Like there was some nuke that went off, or like a bunch of asteroids hit the Earth at some point in time in the beginning of Earth, and it restarted like evolution of humans. So humans evolved, but it resetted that, right? So humans evolved twice during our evolution. So do you think that humans have that capability to evolve on another planet?
Yes, I think I think we have I think we have the ability to evolve.
So you think there's another planet with humans in it?
Uh,
That's the question. Like, is could there
I
be
don't,
another planet with humans as a top species? There could be
man.
another planet and sharks at the top of the species or reptiles. Do you think humans though?
I I don't think so, man.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
Dylan, calm down, bro. With the question, his brain is fried.
I Cal. All right, let me tell from Calvin. Let me tell from Calvin.
You're.
All right, okay, Calvin. You ask a question. I ask a question for both of us. A simple question.
Bro, I don't got a question.
Bro, you got a question. You finna think of a question. You finna sit here and think of a question.
Just
Who?
It's
call
a
it a fridge, bro. Just say fridge. Stop making it
nah,
hard on yourself, bro.
refrigerator.
You can even say like. Stop, bro. I can't with Calvin, bro.
Yeah, say it again, bro. Say it 3 times. Oh
Say
no.
what?
The refrigerator, bro. Say it 3 times.
Why?
Just say it, bro.
You heard he said why? Calvin, bro. Who hurt you?
What would you do if you found an alien artifact, like right beside you, or like behind whatever the fuck is right there? Or, like, what would you guys do with an alien?
Yeah, that would be tough. That would definitely be tough. Like,
Would you guys like show it online, show it on the internet? You know how huge the internet is, and like,
definitely put it on
oh
YouTube.
shit. Will you do you believe about the Men in Black theory and shit? Like these motherfuckers will come for alien.
But
You do?
if I find something, like I wouldn't take a picture. I would only tell like whoever's with me, and I might like show it off to my like one or two friends that I really like mess with. But I would tell them like not to tell anyone, no pictures, no nothing. Like it's between us, and we just leave it there. That'd
Yeah.
be a nice story like to tell your kids though. Like I found that. That'd be nice.
Yeah, but wouldn't your kids think like you're fucking crazy? Because like
I'm
you
like,
would have never seen them, bro.
if you take a picture and if that Man in Black theory is real, they finna like come after you or something. They finna, something's finna happen to you.
But
Something,
like, how do they know the pictures inside your phone?
bro. Stop, stop.
Like, what you mean stop, bro? I'm not stopping. I'm actually,
They probably listen to this conversation we having right now. Right?
yeah. And probably his name is Calvin. Calvin, what do you think?
If I was about to have an alien, honestly, I would just keep it a secret.
But
You
why?
know, like in ET,
Why?
keep it a secret. Well, because you never know. I mean, it could be hostile. You never know.
So if you
We
find
have
What
a
if
free.
ET was based
so if
on
you
real
find
life
a Man in Black
stories?
theory,
Then?
you finna keep it to yourself, like in your basement.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But I'll take care of it, and then like if it wants to be like like an alien, I'll take care of it for a few months. Then like I don't know. Maybe he comes home sick and is like, hey, I want to go home. And I'll be like, okay, how can I help? Then I'll help him. I'll make sure he's not seen by regular civilians.
Will you cover him like an ET, like with blankets and shit?
Yeah. I'll cover with a blanket.
His wheelchair
Yeah.
starts flying.
Like, not like I think the fucking thing with the ugly motherfucker right in front. Yo, don't worry. And if people ask me,
if people if people ask me like, hey, who's that? Right next to me, I'll just say it's my kid, bro. That's all I'll say. It's like my
Oh nah. But no,
I'll just say
really
it's different things.
because look how we said we would hide it. Imagine people who really find stuff and they hide it to themselves and they keep it for themselves.
Yeah.
There's probably like a bunch of things that were discovered but they weren't ever told.
yeah, and in the pilot episode that you said, you mentioned somebody called Bob Laser that he was like some fucking that he was from Area 51.
Story. Calvin, have you heard of that?
Who? No, I have not.
And William
Never
Shatner,
heard of it.
either.
No, I never did. That's why I asked you.
Yeah, so I'll give a summary on him. So Bob Laser, he used to work at like this aircraft military base, and he was on the newspaper once because he put a rocket. He switched out his like car engine for a rocket, like a real rocket, right? So he was like that crazy scientist, like smart. So the Area 51 people, they they asked him if he wanted to like do this job like on a side base on Area 51, right? Like not the main Area 51 building, but a side building on Area 51. So he accepted, right? And like when he like on his first day, he saw like the alien crafts, right? And his job was to like to test the reactor in the alien ship, right? And
Okay.
and with his like saying like what he said and stuff, like he didn't know, they didn't tell him like that much about what was going on. Like he only knew about the one reactor piece that he was working on. Everything else was kept a secret, right? But he did see like some things on the base. Like he said he saw like 9 aircrafts and they were all different, like different kinds of space. You know how like we have like different airplanes like here, right? Like there were different UFOs at the base, right? But the one he was working on, they said it was an ancient UFO. So that's pretty, big.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So they dug up this aircraft, and that's how they got it there. But
Wait, but what about keep fucking nation UFO shit on the fucking side though? Like, wouldn't an nation UFO like craft and spaceship be worth like what? In the newer ones, since it's like fucking all that shit.
but they still learn from it. Like he said that the technology like from it is like out of this world. It's not from this world, right? So the technology was definitely different. So he was working on that old like alien ancient aircraft that they said they dug up, but he doesn't know like how long they dug it up, like or even where. Like they didn't tell him nothing. Everything was kept quiet. And then this also like a good point where they had like they were listening to all this conversation, like him, his wife, his family, because one of the main things was like you can't tell anyone that's what's going on here. And his wife thought he was cheating on him because he would be going to work and not even saying anything that happens at work. Like, what is he doing? And since the wife thought he was cheating on him, she had an affair, and he found out. He found out
That's
he
possible.
found out that she was cheating on him because the Area 51 people told him like they were listening to her conversation and stuff, and that's how he found out like, oh, so you guys are listening on me, and that was messed up. That was hard on him. They said.
He's a fucking dumbass. If I was working there, I would be a fucking big ass job.
Yeah.
We're stressing my ass off. We're clogging shit, bro. You know how stressful that is? I'll be like, yo, I'll make a story up.
Yeah. So he works there for like a couple months, and he has some things to say about like the technology, whatever. But he went into the ship like he went into the ship like once or twice, and he said the ship was made for a small thing, like 3 feet thing. Like a normal person cannot sit in the seat, right? And he said they would test drive the UFOs on certain days that most people weren't out. Like, and it's in California, right? So most people aren't out on Wednesdays. So Wednesdays were the biggest test days where they would fly it around in a desert, right? And when they would fly it, the person had to like whoever's flying it had to lay down like on the floor of the UFO and like fly it because you can't sit in the seat. So that's a big thing too. So these aliens or whatever we call them, they're short, they're small, right? And
What if there's different aliens? What if that's just one
no,
time?
exactly because he, as he said, like there were 9 ships. There were different ships, so they could be like from different universes, or they could all be the same. We really don't know. But that's like
Who's Bob?
what you said.
No, I'm just saying, I'm just thinking, like, Bob Laser, a liar. Is he like,
He's alive.
not like a liar, lying about his shit, or, lying about his shit, or,
There's been like other people who worked at the same place he has, like the security guard and stuff, and they don't come out and say it like right away, but they have seen Bob Laser before. Like they try to like hide that Bob Laser didn't work at that first military base, or even like went to high school or college. Like they try to cover that up, like he didn't do anything. But he has like books and stuff of him going to school, of him working at that first military base. He has stuff like that. He also has video of them flying the UFOs that he took with his friends. Like when he got fired, he went and he told like all his friends about it, and of course his friends are like not gonna believe him, right? So he took them out to the desert because he had like the flight schedule, right, of like when they fly the UFOs, right? So he took them out to the desert, and he showed them. He was on top of a hill, looked down, and they saw it, right? And this thing was flying like, as they explain it, unreal. Like it doesn't fly like a normal aircraft. So a lot of people believe his story because other people who see UFOs and witness this say the same thing as he says. So I don't think he's a liar. In my opinion, I don't think he's a liar.
you don't think it's never them technology, you believe it's real, or is bullshit, or believe that shit, those fucking Area 51 department,
And look,
or
I'll say this.
not.
I'll say this too. Like, why do you? He's not making any like money off this, like big time money, like millions of dollars off this story. He just wants to get his name out there and his story out there to say that there's something out there, like there's bigger technology than we have out there. He's not trying to scare
I
people.
just looked him up. He has like three books. He has one, two, three, four, five, six TV shows. Are you sure he's not doing this for money?
I don't believe he's doing it for money. No. If you look at a story, right? His story adds up to everyone else's story. His story adds up. He has witnesses of him being seen there. It just I don't see
Then again, you can pay people, bro. Like pay people for you to like cover your ass.
I
Like
don't
you
know.
could just say anything with like $100 bill.
I wouldn't
Like
say he's lying. Like what's the point of him lying about UFOs, saying that he was there? It makes no sense.
but what if I was gonna teach you about your money?
He doesn't even
Exactly.
he doesn't even want to be
From
he doesn't
money.
even want to be on shows. Like people have to beg him to be on shows to tell his story. He's tired of telling the same story because people think he's lying.
Calvin, if Bob Laser came up to you and $100 bill, will you accept lying for him?
$100 bill?
Yeah.
For $100 probably. Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
I mean, who doesn't like
I believe his story. Like he worked.
I'm pretty sure people will do anything for money.
I believe that he worked on the side base Air 51. He worked on aircrafts. Maybe he said some things that like aren't true, like because it's been a long time since Maybe he switched up his story here and there, right, to make it sound interesting. But I do believe, he did work on alien aircrafts. I do believe that. I do believe there is a base that has this at Area 51. I do believe the stories like he told his friends like he went to the hills and he saw them, he recorded it. I do believe all that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. We gotta leave up to the people to find themselves if they believe it or not. And then again,
Yeah,
this
how
is
you
an
guys
opinion,
think?
bro. Next way.
And the thing about like what the Area 51 people did, they like ruined his whole life. Like he found his wife was cheating through them, right? So he lost his wife. His friends lost their jobs, like just because they're friends with him. You feel me? So like there's something there that they're just trying to erase Bob Lazar from like, oh, he didn't even work at that first military base. He didn't even go to college. But he has, friends
That
that
does sound a bit
yeah,
suspicious.
he has friends that, say he went to college, like that he still talks to. So what are they trying to hide?
That does sound that does sound suspicious.
Yeah. So well, I mean like you could look at the other way, like he is doing it for attention, he is doing it for money. He just a bored person.
It could be both if you.
But in my view, like it's a real story. I don't see why he would be lying about that. Maybe he did change it up like some places, but yeah, that's it.
That's
But
pretty
it's
interesting.
a real interesting story. Like he's like a big person in like that UFO movement. Like if it's true or not, he's like because after he came out, then other people started coming out who also worked at this base. You feel me? Who also saw things go into this base, who bought things into this base, security guards. Then they start, coming out stories after Bob Lazar years later. So you feel me? He like a big person in that movement right there. It's an interesting story.
So, wouldn't those people that followed him after that movie would have lost their jobs or get their lives
Yeah,
ruined?
but most of them keep it like private. Like they don't want their face shown. They don't want their names to be shown, and they don't share everything because he also said like um they said that the aircraft that he was working on was from a Zeta star planet, right? And he said that a Zeta star planet is like it's light years away, and how would they even know it's from that planet? So they give him like false information. So if he ever tells the story to anyone, they would know it's from his department. Someone from that department snitched.
So they're setting him
Yeah,
up.
something like that. He said they would it would always be something like that. Like it would be some outstanding like fact, like information they would tell him, right? So people who like also bring up their story, they don't tell everything to that person that they're being interviewed by. So it is something fishy going on. But yeah, Bob Lazar, like it's a big story to look at. A big story. So if you guys got some chance to look at that, Bob Lazar. I know he has
And buy his books.
yeah, he has a movie out on Netflix. I forgot the guy's last name who directed it. I know his name's like George something, but it's a good movie on Netflix.
You got George Lucas in this progress. I will believe
But
it, bro.
also,
I will
for
believe
Star
it.
Wars, that's a good thing. Look. You ever see like in Star Wars, it's like how it starts off. It's like from a very, very long time ago, like on that screen,
Yeah.
right? So think of it like it starts at like a very, very long time ago, and then you see all these aircrafts and stuff, all these like technology advances. So what if like all these UFOs and stuff are from a long time ago, right? And our like Earth got resetted once. So like we were advanced. So, we evolved, and then it resetted.
No, yeah, that's
You got
interesting too. Cause
Cause like how do we know that
yeah,
like asteroids didn't come and like hit the Earth? We didn't get like tens and thousands of tsunamis, and we lost everything. And then the Earth resetted. Humans evolved again, and then now we're evolving into aliens once again. But we haven't gotten there yet, and that's why we see some alien crafts that are still here. That's another reason for a podcast to say like whatever you think, and you don't have to be.
yeah, whatever you think.
It's like you're not wrong because you're sharing your perspective with us and with everyone whoever's watching it. And it's not to like say
Yeah,
you're not trying to prove yourself right. You're trying to show this your perspective to other people so they open up their mind of like, hey, let me think about it like, like that. Or maybe Calvin is right. Maybe I was thinking wrong. Something like that. So you just share your point.
Aliens are like who do you feel like if aliens were real and like you were to choose a game from like which reality will they come from? Like you see how Halo got the Covenant and all that shit, and then other games got like different type of aliens. Which one do you think is like what you feel like is the most realistic alien form?
Damn, that's
Like if they were to be real,
that's tough. Like, well,
like which
how I picture aliens
yeah.
are like they're short, they're like disfigured, like they probably have bigger ears, bigger eyes than us. So it's not like the Covenant or like any game I have really played, to be honest. Like how I picture them again, like they're short, they're probably like a different color than us. Like,
Yeah, but then again, the grunts are short as fuck
yeah,
too.
that's true.
Oh wait, are they?
The grunts are
Are
short.
they? They aren't they
Yeah,
like 5 foot something?
they're short.
Yeah, but
They're
I
short.
feel like I feel like they
Yeah,
are like 5 feet something. Like they're short in the game, but if you put it against a human, that is tall as a human. I'm not sure how tall the
How tall
grunts
are
are.
the fucking Spartans? What
Spartans are
the
like
fuck?
7 feet
no,
maybe.
grunts are grunts are shorter than an average human.
Uh,
For
But
real?
but in width, yeah, and yup, it, canonically the grunts are at least from what I
yeah,
remember, the
you know
grunts
the
are
Marines. Yeah, the Marines are kind of short. So yeah, but I know Spartans
yeah
are like
the
7 feet.
if you put a grunt next to an average like an average normal like let's say an average male, they're short. But in terms of width, they're really fucking big in terms of
Yeah, of
width.
course.
They're
Width.
like fat,
So what do you think? How
they're
Calvin?
like
How do you
fat
think aliens
midgets.
would look?
They're, I would say it's like Halo and Guardians of the Galaxy. They're just different
Holy
species.
shit.
That's good. Guardians of the
Different
Yeah.
Galaxy.
species of like different because honestly we don't know what aliens like really look like. It's up to our imagination. That's what I was trying to say before. It's up to our imagination. So I think to me, I don't since I don't have a definitive like depiction of what aliens are. To me, it's just like Guardians of the Galaxy and Halo, where there's different varieties of species.
Hmm.
One could be one could be like a midget. One could have like goat features or something. One could look like a fucking Squidward. You never know.
So how come like humans aren't like that? Like we don't have like different species that are advanced like us.
I don't know, man. Genetics or something.
I feel like
I think I don't know. I think it's
that's a good thing. Like
probably just genetics.
you see how like the Covenant is in Halo. Like there's different species like the elites, the grunts. You have the jackals, and then but humans. Let's say like those are real aliens, right? And then they're just humans. Like humans are the only advanced species on the Earth. That's
I mean, as humans, we are like advanced, but then have you ever counted like insects are pretty fucking smart?
who.
Like insects are pretty fucking smart because ants are like they have a whole colony and they have like a whole fucking
Ants have
system.
their own colonies.
Yeah,
Yup.
they have their own fucking
And
system and
plus,
they got everything.
ants also involve around teamwork too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like what I was saying earlier, like humans are the only species that like do better. Like they do things, like they always do things better. Like if they make a car, they're gonna try to make the car better, right? Like, but ants, they do the same thing over and over again. They don't like do things any better. Like a beaver builds a dam the same way. You see a beaver build a dam now? In 10 years, he finna build that dam the same way. But a human wouldn't. Like a human will build a car from now in 10 years, it's gonna be totally different. Like we're the only species on Earth that like evolve things better.
It's because we're greedy, bro. Humans will only evolve things or make it better because will probably help them and benefit them. Let's say they make a car and
Mhm.
make it better, right? And it, like, you know how the Teslas are fucking electric and shit.
Yeah.
That's a gimmick, right? It's a gimmick. They switched out from fucking gas to electric, and you know how much that shit costs? $100,000. $100,000, and then compared it to like brand names. Brand names are something that humans came up with. And get shit, like whoever built that fucking car made it more expensive. But here's the thing: the more expensive they are, maybe there's who knows? Maybe they suck ass, but you will never know until you get one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hmm.
Like, that's how humans like. We have greediness. Like we have a lot of greediness. We're definitely not the same. And ants are still like, no matter what, like there will be like the same throughout everything, bro. Even bees, bro.
Yeah,
Bees got their own shit
yeah.
going on too.
Bees like they get honey the same way throughout all these years. And then look. Bees cannot be compared to humans, right? We're just advanced. We're better than them. But like apes and monkeys, they're kind of similar to us, right? We could agree on that, right?
Are you calling me a
No,
monkey,
I'm just
bro?
saying, apes and monkeys and chimpanzees could compare as a human. Like they have the same brain structure. They show some similarity. And you know that like monkeys and apes now, they're like scientists say now they're like in the Stone Age, like they developed because now they see how we are fishing, and they build poles and stuff to like fish by themselves. They started to build tools and to kill stuff with. So they're in the Stone Age as
What the
yeah,
fuck?
that's
For real?
crazy. They see how we hunt, like how we fish, and somehow they make fishing rods, and then they make like knives and stuff out of stone. Like that's actually crazy. Imagine going to school
Yeah,
with
that
the
explains it. That explains.
imagine going to school with an ape, like if they evolve.
It'll be like a cartoon show, bro. Imagine you're sitting in class and then the whole gorilla sitting next to you,
Yeah,
all old
that's
uniformed
actually
up, bro.
crazy that like scientists say they're getting into the Stone Age or they're already in the Stone Age. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like
now
that one story. Yeah.
pretty soon, monkeys are gonna evolve to the point where it's gonna be like that movie Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, that's a
Holy,
deep
huh?
movie because it could be true.
Really?
It's scary.
Yeah,
If you really think about it, if you really think about it, it's kind of scary.
Wait, I forgot the whole plot about it. Yo, explain.
It's
I forgot
just
what the fuck.
uh well, I don't remember the gist of it. I just know that there was some guy, he liked a monkey, and I think they
Whoa,
were doing a not like
whoa,
that. Like he took care he took he adopted a monkey, he liked it, and I think he was doing experiments on these monkeys to kind of make them like humans. And a typical science fiction plot, it goes
so it was like a
wrong.
forced evolution.
yeah,
Yeah, basically, and what happens is in the other movie with that plot element, the experiment goes wrong, then the monkeys get evolved, and then they get a little more they get more violent.
yeah. They see
But
how
the reason why
humans, they see how
they get
humans use
yeah,
guns and stuff, and they use guns how we use it.
hmm
They see how
but
humans like
not
injected
only
them,
that,
while they were like in the labs, and they inject humans the same way. So it's like they see
yeah,
us
but not
evolve.
yeah, not only that, but if we like from the movie, because as scientists they just imprison the monkeys. They keep them locked up in a cage, so they kind of saw themselves as slaves. So that's what they kind of got violent and was like, man, fuck these humans,
Yeah.
and that's what happened. That's the gist of it to
And then
me.
did you see like how Planet of the Apes 2? I forgot what they called it, but it's the second movie. Like they have their own like society. They have their own captain. They have their own leader. They have people who go hunt. They have people who go
Hmm.
like protection guardians. Like that's actually
Hmm.
crazy. Like if you really think about it, because it could really happen like in years to come.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
swing hands with the gorilla.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool. Imagine I'll be like Dylan, yo, record this shit. I'll be like, I bet I get knocked over the same fucking the first 3 seconds in that bitch, bro.
Hmm.
Nah, bro.
But that's like
Going up against a
I mean,
gorilla.
if you really think about it, if you really think about it, like let's say like cats and dogs, right? If you really think about it, if if they evolved the same level as us, they would hate us. Like think about it. We
Yo,
take
yeah,
care
they
of
might be
them.
racist towards us, bro.
Yeah, we take care of them. We kind of they kind of see us as like I don't know, like slave. Like, hey man,
I
like
don't
what if I don't want to be
I don't
here?
think that cats and dogs could evolve and be better than us. But I do feel like apes and monkeys could evolve and be better than us. Be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I,
Like I definitely feel like if you put apes and chimpanzees in a like lock them like in a glassed world, right? And show them how to like build things and do stuff, I bet you they're gonna have a president in 10 years, right? And if we let them out, they're stronger than us. They're faster, stronger than
President
us.
George.
Like they really outrun us. To be honest, we gotta genocide them, bro. We gotta kill them all. That's it.
What the
Get ready,
fuck?
Kevin. We out.
I mean,
We gotta kill
yeah,
them all. They can't do that.
but I would say that I would say that with like most animals though, like horses,
I don't think. Yeah,
pigs.
but I don't think horses could evolve to ever be better than us. Like what species out there could be better than us? The only thing is apes and chimpanzees.
Tigers,
How could a horse be better than
tigers,
us?
bro.
Look,
Not horses,
Tigers.
but tigers,
the
bro.
only animals that could be better than us are things that could stand on 2 feet and have two hands. They could use two hands. That's where humans evolved to where like where we were better than animals back then. Before, when we were walking on 4 feet, once we learned how to stand, that's when things changed because we could see predators far away. We could build things with tools. We could walk and carry stuff with our hands. That's where we became humans. So once an animal could do that, once a horse learns how to stand on 2 feet and use two
Oh,
hands
no, it's over.
then it has a chance to be better than us. But
Hell, just to,
chimpanzees and monkeys, they can already
uh,
do that. So
imagine that. Just imagine a horse with like hooves. All of a sudden, just see fingers coming out of it. Just transforming
stop.
with fingers and legs.
No, but
Ugh.
like for real, tigers are really evolving though. But tigers are like fucking menace, bro.
Yeah,
They're over here mimicking hunters, bro. Did you not know that? Like hunters in Africa, you gotta wear like fucking masks behind their heads and shit like that. Like just because a tiger could like mimic them shits, and like tigers are really fast learners too, and they're fucking built different, bro.
yeah,
They could also stand on two legs if they wanted to, bro.
yeah. But
You
they're not
Hmm.
see,
evolved to stand on two legs. They can't run on two legs like as fast. You feel me? They're supposed to be on four legs.
why? When four legs is better than us, they could evolve another way, bro. Like tigers could like
Exactly.
actually develop like into another way, bro. Like
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be like they could
Exactly.
stand on two legs, bro.
that
Four legs is
Plus, if
way
you
better
think,
than two, bro.
that's what
plus,
I
if you
like.
think about
If
it,
you could
four legs
stand
is
on
faster
two
than two
legs, if
legs.
you could stand on two legs, run and walk on two legs, and you have two hands where you could carry and build tools and hold stuff, then you're advanced. Your species is advanced when you could do that. That's why like how could we really compare dolphins and whales to us? Like they're living in two different worlds from us because a dolphin can't do what we do, and we can't do what a dolphin does, right? So like
Yeah, we can. We could swim.
stop. But dolphins are like they're the smart like
Dolphins are mammals.
do- dolphins are yeah. So dolphins are like the king. They're like the top tier in their world, as we know, as of what we know. There's probably like more species out there.
Are they?
Yeah, for sure. Aren't they the smartest? They're smart
The
as
fuck?
us.
They're smart as us. The fuck?
Yeah. Go ahead, William. Start the damn thing.
Wait, wait, it's me?
Yeah, you're
Hi
first off.
guys. We drove off for too long talking about animals and shit, about planets and the apes. Bob Laser. We somehow ended up with talking about aliens and shit. But now we're coming back to the side of paranormal and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
we're going into that paranormal aspects, and we're gonna talk about this journey where we went to Boston for the time.
Yeah.
Me, Dylan, and Calvin went to Boston, and we went into this area. And one thing that we noticed was that they had a lot of
A
witchcraft stuff,
lot of
like a
cemeteries
lot
too.
of bunch of shit, a lot of cemeteries. My
Yeah.
God, it's probably
What
because
is it called again, Calvin?
we all know the Boston story,
It's called Salem.
Salem. Yes.
the Salem, bro. There were a bunch of witch shit, and like, do you guys believe that witches are still around,
Oh, for sure.
or
For sure.
what do you actually?
Like,
Yeah,
I feel like people still practice like those like I don't even know like I guess
but do you think those
spells.
books are full of shit?
No, I don't think so. Like I believe like
You don't
I
think so?
believe you could cast a spell on someone or like cast a demon that show
Mm,
up. I believe in that.
What?
I
You believe
don't.
in like those cults then, or like those cults that be like.
I think I think it's all just fairy tales, honestly.
So you don't believe in ghosts? You don't
I
believe in
don't
ghosts?
believe in stuff like magic and witchcraft belief and stuff like that. I don't believe in
So
all
you
that
believe
stuff.
in ghosts? Is that a no?
Nope. I don't believe in ghosts, man.
What?
What? You don't believe in
What?
ghosts?
What about
Why?
I
Why?
don't.
Why?
I don't
Why?
believe in
what about
ghosts.
spirits?
I
Why?
don't know. What spirits? I mean, nah. I don't. I
Wait,
don't
but what's
believe
the
in all that
difference
stuff.
Yeah,
between
what's
ghost
the
and
difference between a
spirit?
ghost and a spirit? Well, why did you not say no quicker?
Cause I don't even know what. I don't know the difference between the two.
That's good. But nah, I believe it. What about you, William?
Fuck yeah, I believe that
100%
shit,
I
bro.
believe that.
I believe it, bro. There's no way.
Like,
I have many experiences with that sort of shit,
yeah.
bro.
I believe Calvin, like,
Many
I can see
experiences.
where Calvin says, like, it's not real, but, like, there's some stories where people say, and it could be, like, something else that happened, right? Like, there's another reason for that happening. But then there's some stories that are, like, unexplainable. There's some videos that, like, there's no way that adds up, Like, something else has to be out there.
Yeah, but the most common way and like how people will like start believing into the ghosts is when they start having that fucking what is that sleeping shit? Sleep
Yeah.
paralysis, bro. Sleep paralysis is like, bro, that shit's
Bro, if they're
crazy.
talking
When
about
you
mind
have it, it's like,
control,
damn,
they
bro.
say that's like you being in another dimension. They say there's nine dimensions, right? Like some people say there's nine, some people say there's eight, right? Whatever.
Oh God.
And they say like when you go into that sleep paralysis, right? That you're in another dimension, so you see what's not in your dimension. You're like in another dimension, seeing what's there. It's like that's there in front of you, but you don't see it when you're awake, when you're in conscience. So that's kind of trippy, to be honest.
That is true. That is, I don't believe it's like dimension, bro. It's like some fucking shit that your body is just locked in.
Yeah,
And like the fact that you can't
frequency.
move anything, bro.
Yeah,
It's like, damn. God damn. It's like watching a horror movie right before you sleep and then you're gonna like you expect to have nightmares.
hmm
And like damn. It's like how your brain works and shit like that. But yeah, I do believe that ghosts are real and everything like
Have
that.
you ever
It's like
seen?
I have many
You ever?
experiences. Like
Go ahead.
I've not seen it, but I felt like a presence and stuff like that. Have you even like do you know the theory about the shadow people and shit like
Yeah.
that? I felt like I saw one and like the places where I went were like obviously like dominant. I feel like there were like a bunch of ghosts in that shit. Like the
Where'd you
presence
go?
was like bro, I'm just gonna say in the last apartment that I used to live in, there was a situation where the last person who lived in that apartment died.
Mm.
Like
Mm.
she straight up died, bro.
In the
In
apartment?
my room.
Oh, what?
In my room, bro.
Nah. Nah.
And you know how my
Nah.
mother found out? It's because the neighbor that was like right next to her,
Nah.
she was like there for a long time, bro.
Nah.
So she obviously knew the neighbor before.
Nah.
All of a sudden, she would get waking up that oh somebody died in that apartment, and that's when the apartment got leased on. So the fact
That's
is
giving me
that in my room, in the
chills.
last apartment that I used to
It's giving
that I
me
used to sleep on,
chills.
bro, every goddamn night, bro. Especially when I was like getting into my teens and shit, like I started like developing and like having like my mind was obviously like starting to become like more developed, developing teens and everything. You start
Yeah.
like growing up and shit. So you're obviously like still a kid, but not like
Yeah, I
you
understand.
got like consciousness now. Like you're aware of what you're doing. So every fucking night I will sleep, bro. I'm telling you, that's one of the reasons why I couldn't sleep well at night is because I will see like some type of figure or some shit like
Oh
that,
my
like a
gosh,
figure,
bro.
bro. And like I will feel it too, bro. It
Mm-mm.
will be insane.
That's
Oh my god!
crazy.
And I'm telling you, we didn't. My mom didn't find out until like a few months after moving in there. Like I was like, damn, mom,
In
you
your
really
room
had to
too?
say it like that
Mm-mm.
in my room. And you know what's the crazy part is that she had a dog too.
What happened to the dog?
He died out of depression.
Mm.
So I grew up in a questionable room, bro. I
Do
grew
you
up in
think
a
it followed
questionable
you? Like,
room.
do you still see these things? Or
No, I don't think so because I think how ghosts works, they like stay in one place.
Yeah, that's
Like
what
they're
I
stuck
say
in that
too.
place.
I feel like
Like I feel like they're stuck in that
yeah,
area.
I feel like how a ghost develops to a ghost is like they still like believe they're alive. You know, like they don't think they died. You know, they still question it, right? And you know how sometimes you see like if you see, like if people say they saw a ghost, they're like it was flying or whatever, right? I don't think it was like flying. Like in my view, like let's say someone died like in the 1800s, right? And now they're a ghost in 2020, like 2022, right? Of course, the building has changed, right? So that ghost or that person who died in 1800s still sees his house as it was in 1800s. So of course the stairs changed, the the land changed, right? His house has changed. So that when people say like they saw half of a person, his other half is somewhere else, like in his house. You're only seeing like the half of him, because it has changed. Like when they see like a ghost flying, he's just probably like walking up on the stairs that are not there. His stairs are there in his world, but the stairs are they've been moved in your house.
Interesting talk with that you bring that up because my building hasn't been renovated or changed. That room still stayed the same throughout all the years. So when that lady died, she still had the same room that I had
Mm,
before I moved in.
that's
Because the fucking owners were too lazy to change some stuff.
So yeah, that's like a big thing. Like when they say people like when people say they see like a ghost flying or like half of a person, it could just be like they're in that ghost like in another world, like their own world. It's still a human.
Yes, and I got another story too about that apartment, bro. That apartment fucked me up when I was a kid. I swear, bro.
What happened?
So let me start you off. Summer, right? And you know NYC summers could get crazy, right? No air, no nothing.
Mm-hmm. I remember
Nothing. In
last
the
summer.
kitchen. Who the fuck is gonna put an AC in their
I
kitchen,
remember
bro?
last summer they were
Who
like
the
cut
fuck
off
is
the
gonna do that?
ACs. Don't use your AC. Something.
Oh fuck no. We were never gonna do that, bro. They're
Nah,
fucking lying, bro.
nah.
They're full of shit, bro. No fucking way NYC really tweet that out and said,
Yeah.
yo, every New Yorker just had to turn off their fucking
Yeah, so people who are listening, like last summer, 2021, they were like, we're using too much power in New York City, so they want us to cut off our ACs. When it was like 90 plus degrees, they cut off our ACs.
on night too,
Yeah.
on the nighttime, bro. We're
Didn't we have a
fucking going
blackout in
crazy.
2020? Like, Manhattan had a blackout in 2020. You heard of that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was affecting like in Harlem for us. It was like near the Bronx. It was like near the Bronx, and then I believe it came over here to Harlem or Midtown, and then it went to 42nd. I
I
remember
remember that
that one.
blackout.
Yeah, 2020. I remember that. And
Yeah, what was it, Calvin? How did it go? I do
What do you mean
believe it
how did
was
it go?
like where did it start?
I
Where did
mean,
it start? I believe.
it started basically just it started more at Uptown and then it went down.
yeah.
Yeah, it went down, right?
I heard it. I heard it
Mm-hmm. But
only affected
it
like
started more in
somewhere else
Harlem.
in like Manhattan, but it never touched like Brooklyn or Queens. It was just Manhattan area.
Yeah, it
Mm-hmm.
was us with me and Calvin. I remember that. I messaged Calvin. I was like, "Yo, what the fuck? Did you hear about the blackout?"
Yeah,
Because I'm
Yeah,
always over here
I will
messaging
definitely.
Calvin and shit. Yeah,
that's crazy.
and my Wi-Fi wasn't working either too, so I was kind of annoyed.
I forgot how I
Your
found out
wife?
about
Also,
it.
talk.
I think I turned on the TV and they were like emergency news, whatever. There's a blackout. That's crazy, man. I should continue with your story with the apartment. Summer.
But Calvin was going to say
What
something
do you have?
before
What
you
you have, Calvin?
interrupted.
Oh no, I was talking to Willie because somebody said something about a wife.
Live.
You said Wi-Fi, bro.
Summer, it was like at least like 100 something degrees in NYC. I was sweating. I was shirtless, bro. I was walking around shirtless on shorts. Probably lying. I'm probably on boxers, but I had my window open. I had AC on at fucking max. I was like, no fucking way. The AC wasn't giving enough air. Whole air felt like it was evaporating. Right. I go to the bathroom, and you know how when the summer gets too hot, there's a blackout in your building. I
Yeah.
don't know if you ever guys experienced that. Like
Yes.
when it's too hot, there's a blackout. So that's one of the reasons why we had to open the fucking window, and the AC was not working after that. So I go to the bathroom. We had a candle lit, right? Like in my bathroom, we have candles just in case like the lights don't work and shit like that. Bro, I'm telling you that's the worst experience, man. When you have no light and you're lit it up as a candle, and you know every time like you like washing yourself and like you take a bath and shit like that, it's like you feel like somebody's staring at you, bro.
Mm-mm.
Bro, so come to find out, I come out right. I'm getting ready to go my room. My grandfather comes in. He wants to go to the bathroom. The door is like fully open, fully open to the max. Like it's open, like everything's open. It's not even closed, not even halfway closed. That shit shuts down right in front of him, bro.
What?
And I hear
It
it, bro.
shut?
Right behind him. It shut down, bro. I shit you not, bro. It's still in my head. I looked back because I heard the door getting closed and my grandpa was still out and he was just gonna reach to the doorknob. And he's like, what the fuck just happened, bro? I'm like, no
Mm-mm.
fucking way that just happened. And
No.
there, keep in mind, summer, no air and everything, nothing,
That's crazy.
nothing, bro. And the door, he's like about to reach to the doorknob, and I remember this clearly because I was still like, I was there's a hallway, like there's a bathroom, there's a kitchen, and there's my room, and then to go to the other room, that's like that my other room. It was like laid out like that. There was a hallway. The bathroom was right next, like right there. His room is right there, like right next to like close to the bathroom. So he's getting ready to go and take a shower. Then that shit happens, bro. And I look behind me and I'm like, no fucking way that just happened.
Mm.
Nah, that's just like one of
That's
the many experiences that I encounter
that's
with the
crazy.
paranormal shit, bro. I, bro, I'm telling you, the only reason why I remember is because it was hot that day, and I refuse to believe it was some type of air, bro. Or else, where will the
And
fucking
it was
air
the
come
same
from, bro?
apartment, the same apartment she died in.
It's the same apartment that fucking the incident happened
That's
before we
tough.
moved in.
But no,
I,
that's why I think
I was,
that like some animals they could see like in different dimensions. Like you ever see like sometimes a cat would just stop out of nowhere walking in your house or a dog. Like that happens to me. Like
yeah, I had a dog.
yeah, like I'll be in like a house with a dog and the dog just stops out of nowhere and just stares in the air. Like what's she looking at? What's you really looking at?
What is he looking at?
Really?
Calvin got a cat. So I
Calvin,
don't
you ever
really
see
know.
anything like that with your cat?
Calvin's.
My cat did that all the time.
Oh my gosh.
Yo,
Your
bro.
cat was haunted.
They even meow. They, she even meows, but all cats do that because it's been said that cats can kind of see. They kind of see more stuff than us.
So why don't you believe in like ghosts at all?
I don't know. I guess it's just because I'm kind of more simple minded. I don't really believe in all the paranormal stuff.
So
It's just like
when
how
we went on that trip,
I don't believe that there's life after death.
that's tough.
Oh,
That's tough.
that's
I
crazy.
I firmly believe that once you die, you die. That's it. It's just permanent blackness. You know how you sleep? It's just it's just a death free trial, bro. That's all it is.
No, I definitely
You
feel
know, but
there's
blackness.
100% like I believe there's
But
something
that that's just
afterlife.
my opinion. So
So when we went on that trip,
I
Calvin,
mean, true. I mean,
when we went on that
if
trip,
you think about it, we really don't know what we really don't know what's after death. We don't know.
yeah,
It's one of those questions that we may never find
yeah,
the
the
answer
two
to.
top questions like in the world is, are we the only ones here, and what happens after you die? Those are the two big questions.
Or is God real? Which I'm not gonna get into.
God's not real.
Oh no.
There you go. That's a question.
No,
That
I'm
question has
sorry.
been up to debate for
I don't
years.
believe in that.
Alright, so wait, Calvin,
I
when we
don't,
went to
I don't,
on
I
that
don't
trip,
think there's
when we
no
went on that
God.
trip to Boston, right?
Yeah,
You didn't believe any of the things
yeah.
like the people were telling you, because they had like a whole town where like,
No,
remember we went into that mall and the whole mall was just like with witch things, like everything was like,
Yeah, they had some voodoo shit,
yeah, the
bro.
whole
It's
mall,
like,
like the
what?
whole entire mall was like something about a witch or whatever. Like you could buy like smokes to make you heal, like healing stuff. All the whole mall
I
was
don't
that.
believe in
Every
that stuff.
store in there was that. So you don't believe any of that.
No, I think it's all just a fairy tale. I think it's all just a fairy tale and just a nice little story for the townsfolk and for the tourists. It's interesting lore, but it ain't real.
Um,
It ain't real to me.
no, I definitely maybe they're lying. You don't know, but I definitely feel there's something that happens after you die. I don't know what, but something definitely happens. Like,
Because
I don't
there's
know.
definitely like different types of
I've
energy.
heard
Like I feel like
so
I've heard some from some people that like if you like people have had like near close death experiences. Like I've heard like people where like they say like they describe death as like a field of flowers or like seeing their loved ones, but we don't really truly
yeah,
know.
we never will truly know until. So, Cal,
Mm-hmm.
what would you want to happen? Like, what would you want to happen when you die?
Nothing.
Nothing. You just went like
Just dead.
you don't even like dream. You just dead, brain dead. Nothing.
I mean, I dream normally when I'm sleeping, but I don't know.
Yeah, no. So like,
That's just I don't know.
what would you like to happen? Like, if you could pick what to happen
What I like to have.
after you die, like you could be like, I wish you went to another world, you reincarnate. What would you want to happen?
I mean, I would like to reincarnate.
Reincarnate, so like
Maybe to,
a different
yeah,
human, a different animal.
probably like an animal, like a cat or something.
Hmm.
yeah, I love to be an animal too. I would love to be a squirrel.
Well,
I like to be a
like how
squirrel. I did get attacked by a squirrel, a fucking vicious squirrel, stupid motherfucker.
oh
It's
my
like, give me a
god,
chance in that voice, bro. You start singing, bro, in another universe. You know what I mean? Give me a Disney universe. That's all I'm saying.
that'd be nice.
Oh my god.
I
Oh,
think
God.
like what I want to happen is when you die, you like go into like another world, like everyone else who is dead. You say what's up, whatever, and you can like spawn in anything. Like even when like a spa day, you can have a spa day, you play ball like that. But what I think what happens when you really die, is you go into that world, and then you get to pick like if you want to come back to like watch over people, or like watch over a loved one, like mentor them, like a spirit, like
So become like a spectator.
yeah, like a guardian, So like whoever you want to be a guardian to, like a loved one, a random person, who you believe in, like that. So like you could do that, or you could be like reincarnated. But then if like you're reincarnated, I wonder if like you keep all your memories and stuff.
Probably not.
Yeah,
Like, who? Maybe you were reincarnated into this world. Me and you and Calvin were reincarnated. Maybe Calvin was like some other motherfucker in his past
but
life.
you ever hear those?
Maybe I was
You
a
ever hear those
fucking dog.
stories of like people who like I remember there was this kid who just learned how to talk, and the first thing he was saying like he's a dead person, like he knows where he died and whatever, and he brought his parents to like where he died, and they dug up that spot, and there was a body there, and it was an old soldier,
Yeah.
right? So like many people say like he was reincarnated, and that's how he knows where his body was, and he was saying all these war stories he had. That's kind of it's kind of trippy. You could believe that or not, but I don't know.
You know, yeah, the religion with that reincarnation theory or the reincarnation like thing is the Buddha. I believe Buddhists like they believe that they're going to become reincarnated at some point.
Yeah.
And like everybody else believes that they're going to go to heaven or some fucking place like a paradise and shit. Finding a place to rest. But let's be real. I don't feel like anybody's been like. I might just be talking like bullshitting right now, but like I don't feel like there's not that many people who are like pure souls and shit like that. Just like all of us must have done like some shit like that, like some bad shit, not bad shit, but like bad shit.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean by that? And
Like
fix your mic.
like
Your mic going in and out.
my mic's going in and out.
Yeah.
I think it's dying. Is it working now or no?
Yeah, you good. You chilling. So, what were you saying?
So yeah. I believe like some religions are like saying like if you're a pure soul, you're going to heaven. Like bullshit, bro. Like how do you know that, bro?
Yeah.
Maybe
Like, how do you? Are you saying like how does one tell if you're going to heaven or hell? Like, is Hitler going to hell? Am I going to hell? Something like that. Like, where's the barrier of you doing as much bad things to be going to hell Is that what you're saying?
No, well, obviously Hitler's going to hell because like theory, like hell is like a place where wicked people and like people who kill people like are going there, but like I'm saying is that nobody is like good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see that.
Everybody has their own
Of
intentions and
course,
shit.
Even if you think you're
Like
doing,
you cannot say that.
yeah, even if you think
not
you're doing
everybody's
good,
good. Everybody has their own. Everybody has their own bad intentions.
yeah,
Exactly.
Like
Nobody is
like
like
deep
good.
down, deep down we don't have our negative thoughts.
yeah,
We
that's,
just choose whether to act upon it or not.
yeah,
Yeah, and some people
That's
just
why
like let that
that's
shit
why there's
control
ne-
them.
hmm,
that's why there's never really truly any good person. That I mean that's what I believe
yeah. I
is
feel like
any
a good
any
person.
pure-hearted person can have a negative mindset
Yeah, I
and
also
they
feel
can
like a
think of
good
thoughts.
person is
They
also a
just choose
bad
to react
person,
there.
like in a different eye. Like a good person, he could be like donating to charities, like doing all these good stuff, but into a different eye, people could be looking at him like, oh, he's donating to charity for attention. He's donating to charity to get his tax money back, stuff like that. So it's like, what really makes you a good person in that sense? You know, like
You know,
whatever.
that's why the humans are so complicated, bro.
Yeah,
It's because like emotions and shit like.
podcast. We talked about UFOs and paranormal activity. We only touched the bare minimum of it, so yeah,
Yeah, so make sure you guys comment down below what are your thoughts.
yeah,
Yeah, guys, we'll see you next week for the next episode. We're going to be talking about entertainment and shit. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Give us a subscription and a like if you guys want to see more. And comment down below what was your favorite part of the video if you made it this far.
yeah. If you made it this
All
far,
right, see you guys.
yeah, if you made it this far, you a real one, for real. Also, comment if you guys want us to start a.
See you guys in 2045.
Yeah, okay. Also, comment if you guys want us to start like an Instagram with like short clips on our podcast, so you don't gotta watch like the whole thing. Like, we only care about like the
Wait,
important and like funny parts.
what?
Bro,
Wait,
do
what?
that.
So let us know. Let us
Let's
know.
do that. Let's do that.
That's good. That's a good idea. To be honest. We ended it. We ended it. We out.